Here we go.
Okay. Right, let's get this done. All right, so I will start. So what I see is fragments of tissue with some disrupted retina. That's all I can identify at the moment. And so I'd like to go a bit closer and have a look to see what there is.
That was a bit too close, wasn't it? Here we go.
So I see, here's my fragments of retina. Oh, stop there. So orientating myself to this retina, it looks like the outer nerve fiber layer is towards the top, and then I see the outer nuclear layer, then the inner nuclear layer, and then I see the inner part of the retina is at the bottom. But there's some things that I'm not used to seeing in a retina at all, which are these large egg-shaped structures, which like 3 times the size of a normal nucleus of and that's where the ganglion cells should be. What are these things? I don't know what they are. I'd have to come a little bit closer and have a look at what they are. Sometimes it can be hard to find things, but oh my God. So the one just by the cursor at pointing to, I see it's an oval structure. It kind of has a chromatin pattern of a nucleus to me, and all the chromatin has been distributed around the outside. So there's marginal distribution of the chromatin. So this could be a viral cytopathic effect, which can happen in any tissue of the body. But I'd like to have a look around and see what else is happening, if that is true, if there's more of this. And if that is true, what else is happening to the rest of the retina? That's just what we happen to land on. Okay, so at the bottom of the screen here, I can see that there is necrotic tissue. There's no structure. It's all fallen apart. I see brown pigment material, which could either be parts of retinal pigment epithelium in macrophages, or it could indicate that there had been some bleeding and some hemosiderin. So I see necrotic retina, I see necrosis, apoptosis, pigment destruction. So there's a destructive necrotic retinitis happening. All that pink area over to the left has been destroyed, and that's what's been removed. And I could see, I know I saw some material, some what looked like viral nuclear cytopathic effect. So what can cause viral effects in the retinas? I would think herpes family. So I think could be herpes simplex, could be CMV. What else causes that? Toxoplasma. They don't look like toxoplasma cysts to me. This looks like a viral nuclear. So I'd say CMV, HSV type changes. Oh, do we have any inclusions like CMV typically is meant to cause an owl's eye inclusion with a prominent sort of nucleolar type area, whereas HSV can cause multinucleation and margination. I don't quite have features that distinguish between those two, so I would just say viral necrotizing retinitis, something about that. VZV, well, possibly you could. It's a herpes virus family. Have you ever seen that, Diane?
They unfortunately don't send me these biopsies. They just diagnose them and treat them.
Yeah, it's a PCR thing these days. So, so I would say viral retinitis.
Are we saying viral retinitis because of the necrosis plus abnormally large cells, i.e. cytopathic effect? And the answer, I think, is yes, we are. Yes. We can see viral inclusions in the cells plus necrosis.
Is there any healthy retina? Oh, well, you can still see the 3 layers, like further. No,
there's no truly.
It's not. Retina. Yeah, it's just less destroyed.
We're still getting viral cytopathic effect.
Yeah.
Right. Any interstitial cells? Couldn't see any.
No.
What are the viral inclusions? Sorry. All right, let's show you again.
Yep. So put your cursor on one of those. So viruses replicate in the nucleus because they're using the nuclear machinery. So this is a nucleus that has been expanded by viral particles. At a light microscope level, we can't see viral particles, but we can see what it does to the nuclear chromatin.
I think this is a very rapid kind of look at side. So should we just have 2 minutes with this one?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, breakout groups, off we go. So that's a Cowdrey A. Someone's asking. Yes, that is a Cowdrey A. Recording, and I'll go to the schedule. I will find this. All right, so here we go. This is interesting. I will share the screen again.
Cool. This time we actually do have a special stain to talk about directly, which is pretty cool. So,
alrighty.
Should we talk through this? It's a pretty small specimen, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's your turn to talk.
Okay. So what I have here, gosh, it even looks like a cell block. Okay. Fragmented pieces of material. I'm not even sure if it's tissue. I'm just going to call it material.
I think it's vitreous that's been sucked out.
Is it? Okay, could be, yeah. And so looking at this, it's a green background stain and I see some black material. And so I think this is a silver stain. So in silver stains, the items of interest stain black, whereas the counter stain is green. So I can just see sort of green amorphous material in the background, and then I can see some interesting structures that are highlighted with the black. So there's some thick black things and some thin black things. Let's go and have a look at the black things. Okay, so the thick black things I think are artifact. It's bits of cardboard or paper fiber or something off my jersey. The things of interest look like these coral branching structures. Very interesting. And I can see it has this, looks like coral, like a fan array. It's the branching structures that look like fungal hyphae to me. And then what sort of fungal hyphae? Are they acute angle or wide angle? So I'm just looking. I can see sort of 45-degree angle branching going on here. They're coming out and then they branch and they branch and branch. So dichotomous 45-degree angle branching. Well, looks like Aspergillus to me. So
yeah. Okay, so the way to remember it, team, is use your hands.
Yeah.
So here we go. One finger is Candida, long, slim hyphae.
Non-branching.
Yeah. 2 fingers is Aspergillus. Okay, 45 degrees. And this is Mucor. All right, Mucor has a variety of thicknesses of hyphae and it's 90 degrees. So Aspergillus has got equal nice slim hyphae, 45. Candida is just non-branching.
Yep. So this looks like this one to me.
Yep. So yeah, so we've got 45-degree branching hyphae.
Yep. Okay.
So this would be Aspergillus. This is a typical growth pattern. So what stains this, Amanda?
I think this is a silver stain of some sort. And we use a Gamori methamine silver, GMS stain, silver stain. We could also do a PAS stain that also stains up fungi.
What color would they be in a PAS?
So PAS is various shades of pink, and these would be very dense, dark pink, sort of like in the leads circles up there. It would be like the deep dark pink, whereas the background material would be very light pink. PAS also stains up basement membranes, but if I was doing the PAS for here, I'm not looking for basement membranes. I'm looking for fungal hyphae. It stains there. What is it? There are carbohydrates in there.
So Alice asked, is Candida a mold? Is it round?
Oh, You mean mold means any sort of fungi, but you're talking about hyphae versus yeast forms. So yeast forms are little round, well, in Candida, slightly egg-shaped, oval, that's yeast forms. So yes, you could have Candida, and then you imagine a dot on the top. So that's the fungal form, and that's the yeast form, the dot. Or maybe your fingernail can be the dot. How would we do that in fingers?
and Alex says, is there any normal tissue here? And I think this is a vitreous aspirate, and there's no normal tissue here.
There's no tissue. No it's tissue. Just, I just call it material.
Material with a ton of fungi in. Okay. So
do we need to go into breakout rooms for this?
I don't think we do really. I think that
very
was
basic.
Pretty basic. Okay, so going back to the schedule here.
Moving on.
All right, so we've got a quarter of an hour to do one globe, and the others can be done as homework.
So will we let them pick which globe that they'd like to do as the team? So 7, 8, or 9. And can you type that into the chat, and then we'll do a quick add up.
7, 8, or 9. You want 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Right, okay. So this time we're going to put people in breakout groups, and you're going to do 9, and then we're going to explain it to you. So 10 minutes in breakout groups and 5 minutes to share, and then we go to genetics. Off we go. Let's go to breakout groups. Off we go. And Michelle, you're good?
Yeah.
Yes, so big day Friday.
Yeah, huge.
But you got a house. That's really great.
Got a house. Harry's waiting on ultrasounds. We don't know whether he's ruptured his Achilles. He hasn't ruptured his Achilles. He might have partially torn it, or it could be something else. He's got to get an ultrasound, so we've got to wait to get that. So that's why we were A&E on Friday night.
He's in a moon boot now.
He's in a moon boot, yes. I just need to know someone who's in the ultrasound department so we can get one. Because I have to wait for them to contact me, and I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, I don't know.
If you have any friends in ultrasound, let me know.
I don't have friends in ultrasound. You could ring your GP and ask them to give you a community referral, which is, might be faster. I don't know. Oh, well, whatever it is, the moon boot's the answer.
Yeah, I mean, he's hobbling around in the moon boot, so he's quite happy at the moment.
Yeah. Right, I'll go and teach some people in breakout.
Okay, yes.
Okay, right.
I'll just be here.
All right. will just show everyone the slide and then hand over to you,
Yes.
Michelle. Okay, people are coming back slowly. Recording. There we go. All right, so here we go. Do you want me to talk to this one, Amanda?
Yes, please do. Can you show us some? Yeah.
So we've got a globe, and looking at it, the cornea looks all right, but we've got inflammation here involving the ciliary body and adjacent sclera, ciliary body and adjacent sclera. So I'm expecting it's a kind of uveo scleritis happening. This is very thin, it's a staphyloma. And here we've got a big nodule of something, which could be a tumor or it could be inflammation. And here's an extraocular muscle that is feeding into it. Here at the back of the eye, actually the optic nerve looks pretty good, and the retina looks detached artifactually probably. But the key thing is working out what's happening here. So if we look here at this ciliary body, this has actually got a nice example of what's going on.
Yes.
What we've got is here, we've got a bit of dead collagen in the middle, and then palisaded around it is we've got a whole lot of histiocytes. All right, so this is what a collagen granuloma looks like. So you know there's several kinds of granulomas for several reasons, and the one associated with collagen vascular disease has necrotic collagen in the middle, surrounded by palisaded histiocytes, and then a whole lot of other inflammatory cells around the edge. And we've got a little bit of spillover into the ciliary body, but not bad. Over here, again, we've got a little bit of spillover into the base of the iris with inflammation here, but most of the action is here in the sclera. So even here, we've got like this line of cells here. So this collagen is just dying. And one of the slightly difficult things about this is there's so many neutrophils chomping up the collagen. It can be a bit difficult to see the dead collagen, but this is very subtle granulomatous inflammation. For me, I was really interested to watch the teams making the differential diagnosis here. They knew it was inflammation, and then were thinking whether or not it was bacterial inflammation or inflammation associated with collagen vascular disease. And the trick was recognizing the dead collagen and this kind of ring-shaped inflammation around it that is granulomatous inflammation. Here's a whole of granulomatous inflammation here.
That's a good, really nice line of epithelioid histiocytes. Can you put it at the edge of that necrobiotic granuloma? Yeah. Those ones, pink.
So what special stains could we do here to help us? So we might want to exclude infections, so we would want to do that. Sometimes we could perhaps, if we were worried that what was going on and what was collagen, we could do a stain for collagen. So that would be the MSB stain.
And take a good clinical history to find out what the non-infectious causes associations could be. Could you talk about the limbus, and is there ulceration of what's happening in the cornea there, particularly around the limbal area?
Yeah, okay, so here we've got the cornea here, we've got the epithelium, and we've got this good going episcleritis as well, haven't we? Is the epithelium actually ulcerated? No, but some epithelial ingrowth here, which makes me wonder whether they've had something else going on. I noticed that this eye's got its lens, so that wasn't why there was, I don't know why there's an epithelial ingrowth just there. What's going on here in the angle? So in the angle's really messy. This is the trabecular meshwork here. This is where desime is ending, the trabecular meshwork, and all the collagen deep to here is all inflamed and necrobiotic. We've got a few giant cells around here. So the canal of Schlemm is not going to be working very well. And then we've got a whole lot of inflammatory cells here in the anterior chamber as well, with, you know, macrophages, mainly a few lymphocytes. So this eye would not have been draining particularly well. Anything else?
I think that's probably the main points. Do you think you could, yeah, I thought we could call some of this pannus even because of the neovascularization, the inflammation all creeping underneath the epithelial surface.
So, was there limbitis? Yes, there was. Evidence of PUK. What's PUK? Ulcerative keratopathy. I didn't think there was. Reactive in the inferior cornea. Ulcerative keratitis. MSB stands for collagen. What does it show? It helps us identify the collagen.
MSB stains collagen blue.
Yeah, so we can see the inflammation around it. So here we go. So it's not an ulcer because the epithelium is still intact. Yeah. But there's definitely inflammation through here.
Yep, keratitis.
Yeah.
And
okay, good. Right. Oh, it's almost getting there, but it's over. It's really in the sclera here. Okay, good. I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to stop recording because we'll start another recording for Michelle.